All right. It can't be. Is it December the 22nd? It's December the 22nd already. December the 22nd. Hi, I'm Seymour Sagnett, founder and president of your MAGFAST family. With me today is my beautiful wife, Amy. Hello, darling. Thanks for joining us. It's down in Delaware for a couple of days. Eric is up in Spokane, Washington. And I'm here, as usual, in New York with the little studio set up behind me for the videos and so on that we record. We thought this week would be fun. We're going to answer one or two of your questions. You guys have some support questions ready for us in just a minute, please. But I thought this week would be fun to talk about packaging. If you remember a few weeks ago, we were talking about, we wanted to design, well, we'll have a larger box, right, for Pro Kit, which if you're watching this, you've probably got or will be getting a Pro Kit. And then for the individual products, they need individual boxes. And the thing with packaging is it has to do lots of things, right? It has to get it to you through the mail, but it also has to look good in retail when eventually it goes into retail stores. And we settled on, these boxes are from Nest. Boom! These boxes are from Nest, the people who make the great thermostats and they make the cameras as well, don't they? And the fire alarms. And these are a couple of boxes that their fire alarms came in. And the beauty of these is that they are 3 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches, which means that when you put two together, you get a square block. So it becomes very modular very quickly. So we're going to borrow that from our friends at Nest. We love the guys at Nest. Amazing work they do over there. What I thought would be fun to do would be to show you the very first work from Filip Spacev, who's our 3D rendering engineer. He does all of the beautiful animations and everything that you've seen. And Amy and I met with him, when was it? I was on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, we met with Filip on Tuesday because he's been away on a whole tour around Europe. And he just came back and we said, look, we gave him a few ideas about packaging. What we're going to show you is like the result of 3 days work, or like actually about an hour's work that he did over the last 3 days. So where is my, let me take a screen share going here. Screen share. Okay, you guys got my screen? Yep. And if I go over here, here's Filip. Hello, Filip, sitting at his desk. And I'm going to play this. Let's listen very carefully because the sound isn't going to be terrific. But here's a little conversation we had with Filip earlier on. Hey, Filip. Thank you for joining us. I know you don't like being on camera, so we really appreciate it. In fact, let's relieve you now if you can share your screen. And so Filip started working just a couple of days ago on our packaging. And so talk us through what we're looking at here, Filip.
So here we have the box. It's around 3 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches, and here we have the wall charger in it, and there's also a place for the booklet.
Okay.
So you have everything there you need.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so if you want to, I'm just thinking about in practical terms, if you want to lift the booklet out, you just lift it out with your fingers because there's room up at the top there. And then if you take the booklet out, yeah, we've got little scoops for your fingers on either side there, yeah. And you chose a black interior because we told you to just sort of have fun with it and see. Why did you choose the black interior?
Yeah, the black will show off the white wall charger nice. So all the products are white, so the contrast will look much better. Yeah. Absolutely, and we haven't, obviously a few folks have chosen our forest green, and I think that'll all just look kind of glossy and dark and mysterious when they open up for that. What else is there to show about this? Now the idea here is to, and I described this in one of our updates a few weeks ago, is to make it so that as much as possible, the same packaging can be used for all of the different products in the range. By the way, if you've, and most folks watching this, have decided to get a Pro Kit, which is we're looking at individual packaging here at the moment. Pro Kit will have its own box with all of the items in it. So here you can see the same size of box is able to hold a wall charger, and this one size of 3 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches can hold almost everything in the range. And Filip, we'll do it like a double wide for the items that don't fit in the single wide, right? Sure.
Terrific. Okay, well, we're going to get back to work, and there'll be more packaging to show you in the weeks to come. So there you go. All right, so this is... Stop screen sharing. So I think probably you couldn't hear Filip terribly well there, but an amazingly talented guy, because that's like the very first, like you're seeing the very first thing that he's come up with from a brief. And obviously we're going to be refining that. What he didn't show you there was that if you take the product out and just look at the molding on the inside, which we haven't chosen the material yet, but it will be, it will absolutely be recyclable, and hopefully it will be recycled. That interior molding, when he held it up, it looked like you just got it from the store, didn't it, Amy? It was really truly incredible. He'd got all the beautiful curves on it and everything. So we're really excited about how the packaging is going to turn out. We're going to make it really beautiful. I mean, the truth is, from a business point of view, it costs a bit more to do good packaging, which is why some companies don't bother. We think in terms of you choosing to trust us and to back us making a premium product. We think you deserve that it arrives in a nice box, and we're hoping that we can make the boxes so beautiful that you actually kind of keep them to do other things with them. And in fact, we're discussing maybe kind of actually a bit like this again, although it was Filip who suggested this, having the box itself be very simple, and then have a sleeve over it that contains the individual details. So that means that the boxes actually won't have to be individually printed for the individual products, but so it means the production costs are lower and managing the piles and piles of boxes is easier. But the sleeve will define what's in the box, and then the boxes themselves can just be this beautiful set where you can get them and pile it up and use them for your children's projects or all your sewing bits and pieces and this, that, and the other, so that we're not creating something that gets thrown away within 2 minutes. So that's our thinking on that. All right, guys, do we have 1 or 2 questions from the crew? If you have questions, by the way, hello@magfast.com. Simple as that. Send them in, hello@magfast.com, and if you specify you'd like us to answer them in the weekly live stream, then just say, please answer this in the live stream. Okay, what do you got, Amy?
A few people were asking about safety testing. They're wondering if the products are how the products are going to be safety tested, and what methods we're using.
That's awkward. You know what? Safety, like they say on the airplane, safety is your number one concern. Is the number one concern. Obviously, there've been some challenges with batteries over the last few years, and today, for MAGFAST, that's really good news, because the whole industry is like crazy about battery safety. So all of the batteries that we're using have gone through, will be going through like the premier level of testing within the industry. And I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for that question right now, and off the top of my head, I forget the name of the precise standard, but where it's kind of like we're only allowing the very top standard in batteries. The battery products themselves will all be designed and made to the UL standard, the ETL standard. That certification isn't required in the US for retail. If you go to retail, it's extremely rare to find anything that is UL certified. Most of the time, it isn't even made to the UL standard. We will be making them to the UL ETL standard. The wall charger, which plugs into the wall, will be ETL certified, and which is, you'll be pleased to hear, the unfortunate thing is it takes 3 months to do that. And I think we were talking about the timeline last week, weren't we? That's not something that you can make shorter. It just takes 3 months. Maybe sometimes you shave a week off here or there. Sometimes you get notification that you will be getting the certification a week or two before you get it. So once you've got confirmation that it's definitely coming, then you can actually start manufacturing, and then the certificate arrives a few days later. But really, there's nothing to do to shave it off. So I just want to, the answer to that question is, we will not be making any compromise for any reason around safety. The stuff that plugs into the wall will have the full UL certification. You'll be able to look it up on their database. The stuff, the battery products, the interior batteries, which are the part that anybody should be concerned about, will have the equivalent certification. The entire product will be built to the UL certification, and once we're up and running, we may even put it through the test. But as I say, that's really the more minor detail. It's whether it's designed to that standard. and whether the interior batteries have been certified and the batteries will be certified. So I think that probably covers enough on safety. But yeah, it's the number one concern. And truth be told, is one of the reasons that we partner with the folks at P3 International, because they've been doing this for 30 years, right? So in over 30 years of manufacturing electronics and shipping them, you learn a lot about safety. You know, I mean, you manufacture millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of products, and you learn an awful lot about safety. And we love the guys at P3, and they're just like, you know what, they would never shave 5 minutes off the timetable if it meant shaving anything off safety. So we feel really good about that, and you should too. What else you got?
Okay, a couple people asked, what types of outlets will wall charger fit?
So I'll answer so there's the international versions as well, but I'll answer for the US version. Let's grab one from over here. So the way to think about wall charger, in fact, let me just grab a time charger here as well. So the way to think about wall charger is that this is the base, this is your base station, and you can choose which accessories to use with it. I'm sorry, again, I wasn't quite ready for the question. We should go through the questions before we start each week, shouldn't we? All right. So here's your base station. Your base station can be used in any outlet in every outlet that has the standard distance between here and here, which is almost all of the outlets in North America. Some of them are the GFI, the ground fault indicators, you know, that have the little button in, like the safety one in the kitchen. All right, and quite a few of those have the wrong distance between the prongs because they have extra electronics in there. So obviously this is a fixed distance, so it doesn't go into those, but it goes into, you know, the vast majority of outlets. Well, it goes into all outlets that have the correct distance between here and here, but some GFI outlets do not have the correct distance. Okay, so it can go in whichever way around you like this. Okay, and whichever way around you put it, you'll be able to attach. The battery packs. Will go on. There we go. Will go on in any of these orientations like this. Okay, and you can plug in using the USB outlets in any orientation like this. Okay, if you want to use it with the tips, and we're going to be using tips less and less as everything moves to wireless now. But if you want to use it with the tips, then you'll want a vertical outlet. This is the correct way up. Well, this is the normal way up in most jurisdictions. There are some areas where they're typically installed sideways, or what we would call upside down. We would never recommend plugging your phone in, putting it in sideways or upside down like that. But we know people who have done this in the past. I will say only that. But this is the correct way to use it. And then of course there is now Air Charger. An Air Charger uses the Qi standard, compatible with all of those HTC and Samsung phones that are already out there, and the new Apple phones that were announced the other day. So the way to think about this is that you've got your wall charger, and you can then accessorize it. You want to do it with wireless charging, right? You're going to add Air Charger like this. You want to put your device straight on top using the tips. You accessorize it with the tips. You want to use it to charge one of your battery packs. This is the time charger for Apple Watch, but we have the other ones. The other battery packs as well. So basically, that's how it's going to come. Those of you who are getting one of the, well, everyone's getting some of these for free, right? But if you're just getting one of these, that's our gift to you. Then you can add the tips and so on. We'll do you a great deal on the different accessories that come with it. If you are, as most people watching this, decided to get a Pro kit, the Pro kit includes one of each type of tip, and for the batteries includes at least one of each type of cable. Okay, you get a micro cable comes with, and then we're giving you a USB-C and a Lightning as well. And then you can again, we'll if you want extra cables, that's great. We'll do a kind of crazy backers only deal on that. All right. Can't remember the question anymore. Did I answer it? Good.
Yep. You did.
All right.
One thing that I spotted there in what you said is that the Air Charger actually works equally well on an outlet that's installed the regular way, or if it's installed upside down, which we had some of that in the past. So the Air Charger could go either end.
It would, but you'd sort of have to get your phone in there and lean it up. It'll grip.
No, right? I mean it would be, you're holding it upside down. It would go on the bottom, but it would be, think about flipping it.
Okay,
the other way.
And how does my phone stay on there?
No, I'm saying if the outlet's installed upside
down.
Oh,
I see. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's still, yeah.
By the way, this happens very often where Eric is so far ahead of us we think he's behind us. All right, so what Eric is saying, nicely spotted, my friend, all right, is that if you have an upside down outlet like this, you'll be fine if you want to use air charger. This is I'm realizing this for the first time. So air charger will go on top of an upside down wall charger and allow you to charge your phone like that, which is fantastic. Thank you for pointing that out, Eric. That's terrific. All right, good. So it's a super flexible system. We feel really good about it. We've got this beautiful packaging on the way, and within a few weeks we'll get these very final specs. We'll start cutting tools, and we're on our way. And I think, as I said last week, these things generally take It's rare that these things run ahead of schedule. We're a few weeks behind, but nothing at the moment that we can't make up by air shipping some stuff instead of putting it on the sea. So we feel really good about it, and more than that, we feel really good about how amazing you guys are at just sort of trusting us and sticking with the process. And I hope as we go along, there's a little bit of a product or a kind of business education, and you get to like we all feel as we do this that we're kind of learning more in the course of this year than we've learned in the last 20 years. And I hope if any of that gets to benefit you, then we're thrilled. All right, that's it for this week. hello@magfast.com. hello@magfast, MAGFAST.com, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. Thanks so much for being part of the MagFast family. Bye.